This is a video to explain where your resourcing is for maths. So in the key learning areas, maths and obviously the grade that you're teaching, and it's called, number 3, it's called resources block 1A, and that's the first half of the term. And then if you look here, you'll see that they are labelled based on the sequences now. We don't call them weeks because sometimes a lessons might go over a week, and it means that we can transfer these lessons from year to year without worrying about timetabling and things like that. But generally speaking, week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, etc. If you go into your lesson, you'll see that it has the weeks are usually, or sequence usually broken up into a part A and a B. So if you think about Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday in this case, you can choose which way you do them, which order you do them, but you can see there that there are clearly 5 lessons altogether. When you click on that, you'll find every one of these lesson sequences will have a DR for how many days there are in the week. So a DR1, meaning obviously Monday and Tuesday, and then you'll have your lesson slides. Now this S here stands for Sequence 2, Lesson 1. Sequence 2, Lesson 2. Then the code for the lesson and what year. And SLI stands for slide, because we used to have a lot of different acronyms. If I was to go back now and to go into a different one for you, you'll see here, this is sequence 4. Clearly there is a sequence 4 has 2 lessons and then 2 more. And you can see here that's clearly data retrieval day 1 and 2, lessons and so on. Some lesson sequences actually have a workbook for stage 1 only. And you can print these as a workbook or as a lesson sheet or use them as you will. For example, in your very first teaching next week, you'll notice that there are 5 days of the week because this sequence goes across the whole 5 days. And there is lesson 1, lesson 2, for the first, and a workbook. This workbook, you'll see it has lesson 1, and there will be, and then lesson 2, and then there will be some differentiation here, meaning that is slightly more challenging, and then extension work, and lesson 3, and so on. You don't have to print those as a workbook. You can print them page by page and use them if you will, because that is for their independent practice.